Hello student, welcome back to our computer class. Today we are going to see the remaining part of our chapter number 2, number system. Okay, so in previous class we have learned about that computer cannot understand human language. Okay, he only understand a binary language. Okay, and it's work on electricity. Okay, so electricity is having only two state, that is on and off. The same way computer can understand only two state, that is on and off. So on is represented by 1 while off is represented by 0. So computer can understand only this two state, 0 and 1, which is also called as binary numbers. Okay, now see, in number system we have learned that number system is divided into two parts. First is non-positional number system and second is positional number system. So non-positional number system, people will in past people will count on fingers. Okay, they will count on fingers, but after 10 they use stone, pebbles and stick to count. But it is not possible, it is very difficult to perform arithmetical calculation with such a number system. Okay, so it will not in use. Okay, so next we have seen that the next number system we have seen is positional number system. So positional number system is also called as digits. Okay, it is also called as digits. Now this positional number system is again divided into four types, that is decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system and hexadecimal number system. We have learned about decimal number system. Deci means 10, so the base will become a 10. Okay, it will have a number from digit from 0 to 9. Okay, this we have seen. Then the next we have seen is binary numbers. Okay, so binary number, by means 2, so the base will become 2. So with the help of this 2 we will perform the calculation. So it is a binary numbers, only two digit will use, that is 0 and 1. The next we have seen is octal number system. Octal number system means, so in octal number system we have seen octal means 8. Octal means 8, so the base become a 8. With the help of 8 number we can do the octal number system. So the number will come from 0 to 7, so it will be a octal number system. So this much we have seen in our previous class. Now today we are going to see the remaining part of the number system. Okay, so let's start. In previous class we already learned about the decimal number system, octal number system, binary number system. Okay, now we are going to see the hexadecimal number system. Hexa means 6. Hexa means 6. So hexadecimal number system uses 16 digit. In hexadecimal number there is a 16 digit number is there. Okay, which include 6 letter of alphabet, So all of you know the number 0 to 9. Yes, so see here, it includes symbol 0 to 9. So the digit it will include is 0 to 9, and the after 9, okay, it will use a alphabet. After 9 it will use a alphabet till 15. For 10 it will use A, for 11 it will use B, for 12 it will use C, for 13 it will use D, for 14 it will use E, and for 15 it will use F. So it will come from 0 to 15, that it will come a 16 digits. Okay, so it represents binary value. Okay, it represents binary value in compact and readable form. So this hexadecimal represent binary value in compact and readable form. Then it also used for converging between binary and hexadecimal number system is very efficient. So when we want to conversion between binary and hexadecimal number, it is very efficient, easily we can do it. So see here, A is given. Okay, A to F7, this number is given, and all of you know we are going to use here base is also 16. Okay, base is also we are going to use a 16. So all of you know what is A means. Yes, A means 10. F means, yes, F means 15. Okay, F means 15. So see here, so 7 into 16. Okay, all of you know that previous also we have seen in decimal. Okay, octal also, binary also, that 16 we are, when the base is there, so we have to give the raised to power. Okay, 16 raised to power 0, 16 raised to power 1, 16 raised to power 2 and 16 raised to power 3. So see, from the right to left it will move. Okay, it will work. So 7 into 16 raised to power 0, then 15 into 16 raised to power 1, 2 into 16 raised to power 2, 10 into 16 raised to power 3. Okay, so like this, and when you make a addition you will get the answer, so such way we can use here, that we can say that 4 number, that is 4 digit is sufficient. Okay, 4 bits are sufficient to represent a hexadecimal number in binary. 4 bits are sufficient to represent any hexadecimal number in binaries. Okay, so see here, 4 bits is given, A to F7, these are the 4 bits. Okay, now see here, it is in the table, it is given hexadecimal, decimal and binary. See, for hexadecimal 0 to 9 it is written, then for 10 A is written, for B 11 B is written, for 12 C is written, for 13 D is written, for 14 E, and for 15 F is written. And see how binary it will count. I already told you that the first binary, for that you have to use 4 bits. Okay, and first will represent like 2 raised to power 0, then 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 2, and 2 raised to power 3. So you have to calculate it, okay, accordingly. So like this our hexadecimal will work. Getting all of you how hexadecimal is work? Yes. Okay, now we are going to see the convergence of a number system. Okay, we are going to see the convergence of a number system. So first see the decimal to binary conversion. First we are going to see the decimal to binary conversion. So see here, number is given. Okay, decimal number 47 is given. So all of you know that the base of binary, what is the base of binary? Yes, it is 2. So you have to divide that decimal number by 2. Divide the decimal number by the value of the new base. Okay, and after dividing, whatever the remainder will come, okay, you have to record that remainder from step 1 as the rightmost digit. So whatever the remainder will come, you have to write it in the rightmost. Okay, and what will be the quotient, you have to again divide that quotient with binary number. Okay, like this you have to do till the end. It will not come 0. Okay, 0 it will not come, or 1 it will not come, you have to do. Okay, and while writing, how will you write? Now see here, it is written 47 base 47 digit number, and it is given a base 10. Okay, so how will you write this binary number? From the bottom to top you have to write the remainder. Okay, the remainder you will get, that is 1 1 1 0 1. Okay, so you have to write from bottom to top. Okay, this remainder. So first you will write 1 0 1 1 1 1, and you have to give the base 2, means you are converting decimal to binary. You have to write the remainder there. Okay, so 47's when 47 is get converted, how it will come in binary? It will come in binary in 1 0 1 1 1 1. Okay, base 2. Like this you have to write. Got it? How to convert decimal to binary? Yes. Okay, now the next conversion we are going to see the binary to decimal. So all of you know the binary number is only 2 numbers, so it will use 1 and 0. These 2 numbers are used in a binary. So see here, it is given 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 1. This is our binary system. Okay, binary numbers. So we have to convert it into decimal. So the binary number is given, so you have to multiply it by with its base value, with its base value only. Okay, so what is the base value of binary? Binary is 2, and you have to increase, you have to do the multiplication and increase the power of that base value, and you have to add that number. So see here, so in unit digit, one's digit there, 1 is there, so 1 is multiplied by 2 raised to power 0, then the second one is multiplied by 2 raised to power 1, 0 is into 2 raised to power 2, 1 into 2 raised to power 3, 1 into 2 raised to power 4, 0 into 2 raised to power 5, 1 into 2 raised to power 6, and 1 into 2 raised to power 7. So see how it will come. So it will become a 1 2 0 8 16 0 64 128. So you have to add all this number from top to bottom, and whatever the answer you will get, that is you will getting the answer 219. Okay, 219. So this is the decimal. Yes, this is the decimal number of that binary. Okay, so here 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 base 2 is equal to 219 base 10. Okay, so this base, like this our binary number is get converted to the decimal number. Got it? How this binary number get converted to decimal number? Yes. Okay. Now the next conversion is decimal to octal conversion. Okay, since decimal to octal conversion is same as to the decimal to binary conversion, but in binary we use the 2 because the base of binary is 2. Now here it is a octal conversion, so we are going to use a base 8 because our octal base is 8. Okay, so here the decimal number is 440. Okay, so 440 is divided by 8. Okay, and whatever the remainder will come, you have to write in the rightmost side. Okay, as we have seen in decimal to octal decimal to binary conversion. Okay, so you have to, whatever the quotient you will get, again you have to divide that quotient by 8, base 8. The same way you have to done till you will not get the value which is less than your base value. Okay, so see here, 440 is divided by 8, so what will be the quotient will get? 55. This quotient again get divided by 8, and what will be the quotient will get? 6. Now 6 is a smaller number than 8, so it will not get divided by 6 will not get divided by 8, so you have to keep at is a reminder. Okay, so you have to again reminder, you have to reminder, collect the reminder that, see here, from bottom to top. So see here, 670. Okay, it will come 670. So the octal number of decimal is 670, and you have to write the base is 8. You have to write their base is 8. Like this it work. Got it? How to convert decimal to octal conversion? Yes. Okay. Now the next conversion is from decimal to hexadecimal conversion. So this is also similar to the decimal to binary, decimal to octal conversion. Okay, but now we are going, the base is only change. Okay, so we have to divide this decimal number with hexadecimal base. That is, what is the base of hexadecimal? Yes, it is 16. So you have to divide the decimal number with base 16. Okay, so see here, decimal number is given 2545, that is 2545. So you have to divide this number, and what will be the remainder you will get? Again it will, you have to write it in the rightmost side, and you have to again divide the, and the quotient you will get, you have to divide that quotient again with 16. Okay, so till you have to divide till you will not get the, what you will not get, till you will not get the number less than 16. Okay, the number quotient number will not get less than 16. Okay, so see here, when you divide 2545 by 16, you will get the quotient 159, and your remainder will be 1. Then again when you divided this to 16, okay, then again when you divided this to 16, how much you will get? You will get the quotient, you will get the 9 quotient, and remainder you will get the 15. Can you again divide the 9 by 16? No. So you, that will be your last remainder. Okay, so again you have, how you can count it? So again you have to count from bottom to top. You have to count the remainder, you have to write the remainder from bottom to top. So first you will write 9, then you will write 15 and 1, but all of you know in hexadecimal 15 is written as F. 15 is written as F. Okay, so see here, it is written a reminder hexadecimal number, that is 9F1. Okay, like this decimal get converted to hexadecimal. So how will you write? 2545 base you will write 10 is equal to you will write 9F1 base 16. Okay, means your decimal value will get converted in, your decimal value will get converted to the hexadecimal number. Okay, getting? Yes. Okay, how this decimal will get converted to hexadecimal? Yes, getting? Okay. Now the next is bit. Bit means binary digit. So small unit of, in a computer, okay, small unit in a computer processing, it's called bit. So it is a group of bit makes storage unit in computer. It makes a storage unit in a computer called character bits or word which are manipulated as a group. So it is a unit of a data that can either of two condition, that is 0 or 1. Okay, so bit all of you know that it is a 0 or 1. So see here, the single zero or single 1 is a bit, it is a bit. Okay, now the next is byte. So what is byte? Byte is a binary term, it is a binary term. A group of 8 bits is called byte. So 2 raised to power 8 equals to 256 bytes, and this 256 bytes represent 256 character. It represents 256 character. It also represents 26 letters of the alphabet. It represents 26 letters of the alphabet and numbers from 0 to 9, and numbers from 0 to 9, punctuation marks, currency signs, and some other special symbol also. All these things can be represented in byte. Okay, now see, so see here, it is written 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. This is a byte. Okay, this is a byte. So 8 bits equals to 1 byte. 8 bits equals to 1 byte. Getting this byte? Yes. Now the next. So next is nibble. So nibble is a half of byte, it's called nibble. So all of you know 8 bits equals to 1 byte, and half of byte means that is only 4 bits. Okay, 4 bits. This 4 bits is called a nibble. A nibble is a collection of bits on a 4-bit boundary. Now this nibble is a collection of only 4 bits. Okay, now see here, see, bit means 1 or 0, bit means 1 or 0, nibble means 4 bits. See here, that 8 4 2 1, how many bits it is? 4 bits. So it is a nibble. And byte is 8 bits. Now see, 1 that 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 1, this is a 8 bits, means every time you have to give the 2 raised to power 0 to 2 raised to power 8. So it will become from 1 to 128. 1 to 128, this is a byte, and from 1 to 8 it is a 4 bit. Getting now what is bits, nibbles and bytes? Yes. Okay, so in this chapter, that is chapter number 2, number system, we have learned about that computer can understand only one language, that is number language, that is 0 and 1. We also learn about number system, that it is divided into 2 parts, that is non-positional number system and positional number system. Positional number system again get differentiated in 4 parts, that is first is binary number system, second is decimal number system, third is octal number system, and fourth is hexadecimal number system. We also see the conversion of this number system. From decimal to binary we have conversion, we have see the conversion. Then from binary to decimal we have see the conversion. From decimal to octal we have see the conversion, and from decimal to hexadecimal also we have see the conversion. Then we also learn about what is bits, bytes and nibbles. So all these things we have learned in this chapter. Now we are going to meet you in next class with new chapter. Till then you have to revise whatever I taught you in this chapter. Till then, take care and thank you.